United States, the National Fire Protection Association 101 Life Safety Code mandates emergency lighting. This code ensures buildings and systems providing illumination during power outages, crucial for safe egress and firefighting. There are several emergency lighting system options available. Firstly, battery-powered fixtures, which contain internal batteries to power the lights when the main power is out. Secondly, diesel generator-powered systems. These use a backup generator to supply power to a dedicated circuit for emergency lighting. Thirdly, centralized inverter systems. These use a central inverter that converts alternating current power to direct current power, then supplies it to battery-powered fixtures. The NFPA 101 Life Safety Code also specifies minimum illumination levels for emergency lighting, varying based on occupancy. For a grocery mall, the minimum illumination level is 1 foot candle at the work plane height of 6.2 meters. When it comes to backup power options for projects in the United States, you can use several methods for emergency lighting. A diesel generator is often used to provide backup power for emergency lighting in larger commercial buildings. This is because it offers a reliable power source during longer power outages. Battery packs are also an option. They can act as a backup power source for smaller emergency lighting systems, typically providing power for 90 minutes. Considering the information available, a recommended design approach for the grocery mall project involves several steps. Install the 250 watts metal halide high bay fixtures for general internal lighting. In addition, install battery-powered emergency lighting fixtures that comply with NFPA 101 standards. It's also advisable to install a diesel generator to provide backup power specifically for the emergency lighting system. There are a few additional considerations to keep in mind. Ensure that all emergency lighting fixtures are easily identifiable and visible during a power outage. Regular testing of the emergency lighting system is crucial to guarantee it functions correctly. You should also provide clear signage and training for occupants, showing them where the emergency lighting is located and how to use it. The Life Safety Code, the NFPA 101, provides requirements for life safety in new and existing buildings. It addresses things like egress, fire protection, and general safety features to minimize hazards to life. Emergency lighting is a critical component of life safety, providing illumination when normal lighting fails due to power outages or other emergencies. The goal of emergency lighting is to facilitate safe evacuation and provide sufficient light for essential tasks such as firefighting or shutdown procedures. When selecting emergency lighting systems, consider the specific needs of the building and its occupants. Factors to consider include the size of the building, the occupancy type, the potential hazards, and the local regulations. A comprehensive emergency lighting plan should address all of these factors to ensure the safety of everyone in the building. Different types of emergency lighting fixtures are available. Self-contained emergency lights have their own battery and light source. These are typically used for individual rooms or small areas. Central battery systems use a central battery bank to power multiple emergency lights throughout the building. These systems are typically used for larger buildings. Inverter systems use an inverter to convert alternating current power to direct current power, which is then used to power the emergency lights. These systems are typically used for buildings with sensitive electronic equipment. The minimum illumination levels specified in NFPA 101 depend on the occupancy type and the location within the building. For example, exit routes require higher illumination levels than general areas. The code also specifies requirements for uniformity of illumination to prevent dark spots that could impede evacuation. Regular testing and maintenance of emergency lighting systems are essential to ensure they are functioning properly. NFPA 101 requires monthly and annual testing of emergency lighting systems. Monthly testing involves visually inspecting the lights to ensure they are working. Annual testing involves a more comprehensive test of the system's battery capacity and runtime. Proper signages are also important for emergency lighting systems. Exit signs should be clearly visible and should indicate the direction of egress. Emergency lighting fixtures should also be clearly labeled. Training occupants on the location and use of emergency lighting is also important. Occupants should know where the emergency exits are located and how to activate the emergency lighting system. A well-designed and maintained emergency lighting system can save lives in the event of a power outage or other emergency. It is important to understand the requirements of NFPA 101 and to select and maintain an emergency lighting system that meets the specific needs of the building and its occupants. To reiterate, NFPA 101 is the cornerstone for emergency lighting requirements. It is the guiding document for ensuring life safety in buildings across the United States. Always refer to the latest edition of NFPA 101 and consult with qualified professionals to ensure compliance with all applicable codes and standards. The selection of appropriate backup power sources for emergency lighting is critical. Diesel generators offer a reliable and long-lasting power supply, making them suitable for large facilities like grocery malls. Battery packs provide a more compact and cost-effective solution for smaller areas or shorter duration emergencies. A combination of both diesel generators and battery packs may be the best approach for some facilities, providing redundancy and flexibility. Proper installation and maintenance of emergency lighting systems are essential for their reliable operation. This includes ensuring that all wiring and connections are properly installed, that batteries are fully charged, and that all components are regularly inspected and tested. Regular maintenance can help to identify and correct potential problems before they lead to system failures. Emergency lighting systems should also be integrated with other building safety systems such as fire alarms and sprinkler systems. This integration can help to ensure a coordinated response to emergencies and can improve the overall safety of the building and its occupants. Consider using lighting control systems to manage emergency lighting. These systems can automatically switch to emergency power when a power outage occurs and can also dim or turn off non-essential lights to conserve energy. Lighting control systems can also be used to monitor the status of emergency lighting systems and to provide alerts when there are problems. Remember to factor in the environmental conditions when selecting emergency lighting equipment. For example, in areas with high humidity or extreme temperatures, it is important to select equipment that is designed to withstand these conditions. The design and implementation of an effective emergency lighting system requires careful planning and attention to detail. It is important to work with qualified professionals to ensure that the system meets all applicable codes and standards and that it provides adequate illumination for safe evacuation and other emergency operations. The design should also consider the specific needs of the building and its occupants and should be integrated with other building safety systems. Furthermore, it is crucial to perform regular inspections and testing of the emergency lighting system to ensure that it is functioning properly. This includes checking the batteries, the lights, and all other components of the system. Any problems should be corrected immediately. Also ensure that all occupants of the building are familiar with the location and operation of the emergency lighting system. This can be accomplished through training programs and drills. By following these guidelines, you can help to ensure that your building has an effective emergency lighting system that will protect the safety of its occupants in the event of a power outage or other emergency. In summary, emergency lighting in the U.S. is governed by an NFPA 101 Life Safety Code, ensuring adequate illumination for safe egress during power failures. Options include battery-powered fixtures, diesel generators, and centralized inverters. Illumination levels must meet minimum requirements, typically 1 foot candle for grocery malls at the specified wet plane height. Backup power can be provided by diesel generators for extended outages or battery packs for shorter durations. A well-designed system includes identified fixtures, regular testing, and occupant training. When designing an emergency lighting system for a grocery mall, keep in mind the specific layout and occupancy patterns of the space. Consider the placement of exit routes, high traffic areas, and potential hazards when determining the optimal location for emergency lighting fixtures. In addition to meeting the minimum illumination requirements, aim to provide a comfortable and safe level of lighting throughout the space. This can help to reduce panic and confusion during an emergency and can facilitate a smoother evacuation. Consider using different types of emergency lighting fixtures to meet the specific needs of different areas. For example, brighter lights may be needed in exit routes and stairwells, while softer lights may be appropriate in general areas. It is also important to consider the color temperature of the emergency lighting. Warmer colors are generally more calming and may be preferred in areas where people are likely to be stressed or anxious. When selecting emergency lighting fixtures, choose models that are energy efficient and have a long lifespan. This can help to reduce operating costs and minimize the need for maintenance. Also, ensure that the fixtures are compatible with a backup power source and that they can be easily integrated with the building's existing electrical system. Work closely with architects, engineers, and contractors to ensure that the emergency lighting system is properly designed and installed. This collaboration can help to avoid potential problems and ensure that the system meets all applicable codes and standards. Remember to keep accurate records of all emergency lighting system components, including the dates of installation, testing, and maintenance. This information can be helpful for troubleshooting problems and ensuring that the system is properly maintained. In conclusion, a well-designed and maintained emergency lighting system is essential for the safety of occupants in a grocery mall during a power outage. By following these guidelines and working with qualified professionals, you can help to ensure that your building has an effective emergency lighting system that will protect the safety of its occupants. The importance of routine inspection and testing cannot be overstated. Consistent checks ensure functionality when it's needed most. Lastly, never underestimate the value of clear communication. Properly trained staff and occupants are crucial for an effective emergency response.